In this video, I'm going to give quick fire reasons why most people fail their fat loss efforts. I'm running 10k and I'm going to share them as they come to me. But why trust me? Well, I've been a trainer for over 14 years and these are some of my client results. And most of my clients go from feeling unfulfilled and stuck to looking good, feeling good and being a lot happier in their lives. So let's get into it. I'm probably going to mess up the numbers at some point. Number one, they don't think of the emotional reason as to why they want to lose fat. Yes, you want to feel better in your clothes, but why do you want to feel better? Is it because every time you button up your shirts and you go into work, you don't feel as confident? That affects how you are in meetings. Or is it because your kid slapped you on the belly and said, "Daddy, what's this?" Finding the emotional reason why is really, really important. Number two, people fall off the wagon because they focus purely on what they're moving away from. And after a couple of weeks where weights come down a little bit, that's not as uncomfortable and it's not as big of a drive. So focus on what you're going towards as well. Number three, fat loss is a boring goal. Think about a performance goal, something that you're working towards, something that you're growing into. Number five, you pick the training that you did years and years and years ago when you were younger and you had less stress. So you might run 3 times a week and not strength train, or you might just do bodybuilding splits. Get a more well-rounded program that includes both strength and cardio. I've forgotten the numbers already. Number five, you don't do enough steps. If you do less than 5,000 steps a day, your calorie expenditure is going to be really low. You're going to find it really hard to eat few enough calories to lose weight. Number six, you kid yourself and tell you the odd snack here and there or a cheat day won't affect progress. It will. You'll be surprised at how many calories you can eat in one go. Number seven, you don't view this as a lifestyle change, and so the habits that you have are unsustainable. Number eight, you just eat less of what you're currently eating. And if that's a lot of processed and ultra-processed foods, you're going to get hungry quickly. And you can only do that for so long. They don't eat enough fruit and vegetables. They have a low-protein breakfast, which means they'll be hungry later on in the day and they'll have more cravings, so they'll find it harder to say no to opportunistic snacks. They skip breakfast and that just makes you really hungry in the evening when you've got free reign of the kitchen. You don't treat this journey as a priority. You're going to have to say no to some things in order to put this first, but trust me, it is worth it. When you feel more comfortable in your clothes, when you have the energy to play with your kids, you'll be glad you did it. You don't drink enough water. You need to have 1 litre per 25 kilos of your ideal body weight. If you do that, you will reduce cravings and you will feel better. I've lost count of the numbers. You don't prioritize sleep, which means you lose muscle as well as fat, but also you find it harder to stay consistent. Poor sleep means that you play life on hard mode. Good sleep means you play life on easy mode. You justify sweet treats and biscuits and cakes as a reward for being good. But a reward should be something that supports your goals and makes you feel good. Biscuits, cakes, treats do not make you feel good long term or 10 minutes after having them. You listen to your body and trust me, your body and your mind wants comfort. It doesn't want progress. It wants you to stay safe. And losing body fat does not make it feel safe. So you have to logically think around that. Your environment isn't set up for success. So you have lots of temptations on the countertop and that makes it really hard to say no to them. Conversely, you don't have fruit on the countertop and so it's harder to eat the things that are good for you. You don't have anyone to keep you accountable. If you want help with that, click the link below for 4 weeks free coaching. You don't measure and track your progress. So even when you make progress, you don't know. And then you don't think you do. So you lose motivation. Again, click the link below for spreadsheets that will help you track what's important. Your coping mechanisms hold you back. When you're stressed, you try and numb the pain. And you do that by food or drink or doing something that typically isn't very healthy. You don't plan or prepare meals. So everything you eat is on a whim. And then when life gets too busy, you find it hard to stay on track. You don't think ahead about what challenges you're going to face and how you can deal with them. And that's one thing you can do, which will really, really help. If you're going out for dinner, have a look at the menu beforehand. If you're going on a business trip, think about when you can get activity in. Is there a gym in the hotel? You don't take time each week to reflect on your progress and reflect on what you've done so that you know whether or not you should make changes. That's the benefit of weekly check-ins with me as an online coach. You have an all or nothing approach. If you do have a meal where you have more calories, that's okay. It's better to just do that than go home and eat a share bag of chocolate buttons as well. that'll only make it worse. You don't have a clear understanding of your purpose, the impact you want to have in the world, and your personal values. So it's difficult to link your fat loss into a bigger picture of what's truly important to you. That is the key for motivation. You don't think about whether drinking or eating ultra-processed foods are worth the trade-off of long-term progress. They might be in the moment, but 10 minutes after, 1 hour after, trust me, they're not. You'll regret it. You see the journey as trying to change your body instead of trying to grow as a person. A good fat loss transformation that you can then maintain is very much a growth of that person. They grow into a new person whilst their body shrinks. Ha! Look at that. You view exercise as punishment or something that is negative instead of looking at it as something that builds your strength or improves your mental health. Because when you eat well and when you train well, your capacity to handle stress is so much better. You don't stick to a program or habits long enough to get through that grinding phase where the real progress happens. The best mindset shift you can have is seeing your health and fitness as something that enables you to give more to life and to be more productive and to be more present with the people who matter most and to be in a better state of mind. If you can do that, your health and fitness is then seen as a vehicle to enjoy life and get more out of life. Then everything that takes away from that, late nights, lots of binge drinking or eating loads of snacks, they take away from your ability to have a better life. And you start increasing the amount of eudaimonic happiness and you reduce the amount of hedonic happiness, which overall leads to a much better life. You think you have to be perfect to make progress. You absolutely don't. To get a first-class honours degree, you only need to get 70% or more. And there is absolutely no reason why you cannot lose fat. Of course, it's easier with a coach. And if you want my help, my email is below. Email me and we can chat about coaching. Good luck. You've got this.